Hello all. So let's look into this lead code problem of weekly contest 449. The problem statement is that we have to equal some grid partition. Okay, means we are having a grid and we have to partition that grid in two parts with equal sums. Okay, either by horizontal cut or either by vertical cut. And in this upgraded problem statement, we are having one statement also is that we can we can make to make the both grades equal, we can discount at most one single cell. Okay, means in order to make the sum of a grade equivalent to the other partition, we 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 will left single cell. Okay, to make the sum equivalent means what I mean to say here, if there is a one grade like this, okay, and I participate in this two part. Okay, so suppose the sum of this one grid is, let's say, is 21. Okay, and the sum of this grid is 18. Okay, so what's the difference of this grid? The difference of this grid is 3. So suppose if there is a element is available in this grid, suppose this element is available, element 3 is available. So we are having a this one flexibility that we can discontinue this element from this partition. Okay, and now still this matrix this matrix is now the sum of this matrix will become 18 and sum of this matrix will become 18. So in that way we can able to partition. Okay, achieve partition either vertically either horizontally. So we previously also had a same question, equal sum grid partition. So in that we have to just simply we have to just partition that grid. So let's briefly revise that intuition, what and all the intuition we used there. So the intuition is that we are having a matrix. Okay, grid like this n cross m matrix. Okay, so what was the intuition for this, for partition that grid? So for partitioning that grid, what we did, we took two separate array. Okay, what we did, we took two separate array. One array is storing the one array is storing what, the sum of row separately. Okay, sum of row separately, and one array is storing the sum of separate column. Okay, okay. So this one will be called column sum, and this one will be called row sum. So what will be the intention in this index? This index, this one index will having the sum of these all row. Okay, first row. Similarly, this index of column array will having the sum of all element in this column. Okay. So using that information, what we want to achieve, first first we'll check count the total sum of this matrix, whatever the total sum for this whole matrix. Okay, whatever the total sum for whole this matrix, let's say there is a total sum will be x. Okay, so first we have to check, is it able to split in two condition. So for that what we did, we check is x mod 2 is equal to 0. First we check this condition. Okay, now but here we did not check this condition because we are having a one freedom of this, that we can discontinue one element, so we did not check. Now in this updated problem we did not check this condition. Now the second statement, now second step is what, if it is able to split in two parts, get grade, then we'll take a target sum. Target sum. What will be our target sum? The target, our target sum, let's say y, and y will be what? Half of the total sum. Okay. So now what we have to do? First we'll iterate. First we'll iterate either on column sum, either on row sum. Let's say we are iterating over the column sum. Okay. Now while iterating over the column sum, we'll check is the sum of row till ith index. Suppose I is pointing at here. Okay. I is pointing at here. So we have to check is the sum of ith row, okay, is the sum of I row is equivalent to y, is the sum of ith row, means ith row sum is equivalent to y. If it is equivalent to y, okay, then we able to achieve our target, then we have to simply return true. Okay. And if the sum, similarly, if we did not able to split the our grid into half by horizontal cut, by this horizontal cut, like by this horizontal cut, then we have to check for vertical. So for that we'll iterate over the column sum. Okay. So why the same approach we are doing, we did for column sum, we calculating the is the jth column, is the jth column is the sum till the jth column, okay, is equivalent to y. While iterating we have to check this is the jth column sum is equivalent to y. If it is equivalent to y, then we have to return true. Okay. Simply, in the end, if we did not find any of the cut, like if we did not find any of the cut either vertical or either horizontal, then we what we did, what we are returning, we are returning false. Okay. In the end we are returning false. Now similarly, what we have to do, we have a same question. There is a only one change, that we are having a flexibility of discontinuing a single cell from any of the section, okay, to make the both partition equivalent. So while checking, what we did, we have to we are doing the same thing while iterating. So while iterating either over the row sum or either over the column sum, okay, what we check if the sum, okay, what we are going to check if the sum, suppose let's say uh, let's say the- let's say we are having this matrix, okay, and we are checking for the column sum, okay, like this is our column sum. So we are iterating over the column sum. So suppose we are at on this here. So what will be the sum? Let's say the sum of this column sum will be column sum, okay, at I, at let's say at jth index, okay, is equal to, let's say, a. Okay. So we what will we check if a cross a, whatever the thing, if a cross, first we have to check is it able to split. If is it able to split, how we can check? If a is equivalent to ry, then we have to return true. If a cross a, okay, so let's say if a cross a, subtracting the total sum, what will be our total sum is x. So suppose that we are getting the difference. So what will be the difference? So why I am doing this a cross a? I am taking that a is the sum for this matrix. this one partition. Let's say A is the sum for this one partition. Okay. Okay. So this one will be the something times A, and some means this one also some A plus some Z value. Okay. This one also A plus Z, either Z will be positive or negative, anything. So what I did, taking a first take a multiple of A cross A. Okay. And then take a difference from the total sum. So let's say the difference of total sum will be diff. Okay. So now we have to check, is this diff element? Now is this diff element? So we are checking first, we are this A is the sum for this one section. Okay. Now we have to check this diff element in which section? In this section. Okay. In this section only. So for checking this, we have to maintain some kind of map structure, hash map kind of structure. So for that, while summing up the grade, we'll take a unordered map. Okay. So for that, we can take unordered map. Unordered map. Okay. We'll use unordered map. So in that unordered map, we'll check, is any element is having a value of diff. If it is, suppose let's say this element is having a value of diff, then we able to remove that, discontinue that element. But there is a one condition, that there is a one condition, a section is connected. Section should be connected if every cell in it can be reached. Okay. From any other cell by moving up, down, left and right. Means if we discontinued any cell, then the whole section will be reachable by moving any of the direction. Okay. Through other cell in the section. So that we will going to remove the corner corner kind of cell. Okay. So let's look into the problem statement, how we can jump on this coding side. So for that, we'll take a size of row and the size of column. Okay. After that, we'll take two arrays. One is for horizontal sum and one is for column sum. Now there is a one or unordered map we are taking for checking the frequency of. Okay. And in that, there is a multiple element also possible. Okay. So for that, what we are doing, for each element to maintain the multiple frequency, what we did here, we are maintaining the coordinates of coordinates. Okay. And we are pushing the coordinates for duplicates, maintaining the count for total sum. So while iterating over the total grade, will maintaining the total count of the grade, whole grade, maintaining the horizontal sums and the vertical column sum. Okay. Column sum and the row sum. Okay. Both are we are maintaining, and also we are updating the coordinates of each element with their value. Whatever the value, based on the value, will maintaining their coordinates, store all positions. So here we are checking the target. So we skip the condition, this condition we skipped, that total sum of the grade is possible to split or not. So we skip this condition because it is what it is. It is, there is a one freedom to discontinue any cell. Okay. So now what we did, so first we check horizontally. Okay. For top to bottom cut. So we'll take one row sum. Okay. While iterating first row to next row, what we did, we take the row sum. Okay. And checking, is it equivalent to target? Is it equivalent to target? If it is equivalent to target, then we have to check, is it count is properly able to split in two parts. If it is both conditions satisfied, only then we have to return true. Else we have to check the difference, whatever the difference means, which one element we have to look for, which element we have to look in the grade to remove, to discontinue. Okay. So we'll check that. Based on that, we'll check, is that element available in that grid or not. If it is available, so we have to check this. Suppose I already told that suppose this is a grid, okay, and we are checking in this direction, okay, so we are checking for this one, then that element should be available in this grid in this region. Or if we checking for this one region like this, suppose like this, so this the difference element will be available in this range, okay, like that. So here we have to check, first we'll fetch the coordinates, and that coordinate should be in this range. Either first element, either it is of first bound, okay, means this coordinate will be on the corner, okay. So for that, how we can check coordinate, this x is equivalent to I plus 1 or x is equal to last one, okay. Okay, last row, either it is next row or the last row. Why is the, yeah, either it is of left side or either it is of right side, okay. Similarly, we'll check horizontally. Now we have to cover two conditions. We, suppose we are checking from horizontally, this one, left to right, left to right. Now we have to check from right to left, like this, in this way, okay, in this way, right to left. Similarly, we have to check this one also in both case, bottom to up, bottom to top. So similarly, we'll take initialize the row sum, check from last row to first row, okay. While checking, update the sum, check is it able to achieve target or not. If it is able to achieve target, then we have to check is the grids able to split in two parts without any discontinuing any element. If it is, then return true. Then if it is not, then we have to check the difference, and is that difference available in the rest of the section, other section. For that, we have to check this boundary condition, means the previous one, whatever the top next top, okay. Similarly, either it is of 0, okay, either ekdam top. Similarly, we have to check this y condition also, either it is on left side, either it is on right side, means for corner condition, it is of corner condition, means the element should be in this range. So we are able to discontinue the element only from this one range, not from this one, not from this one, okay. I think you able to visualize the things. So similarly, we have to check vertically, so we'll take the column sum and addition, iterate over the column from first to last row, and check is, are we able to achieve the sum or not. If we are able, then we have to check is it grid split in two parts equivalently or not. Else we have to check the difference, is difference is available or not. For vertically, we have to check this y is for vertically it is available on the next right or the topmost right, okay. Or either on the either this element is from the top one column or from the, oh sorry, top one row or from the bottom row, okay. This one top one row or either from the bottom one row. Similarly, we have to check from the right to left cut vertically. Same, we have to check the difference. This element should be either from the whatever the left column or either from the first column, either from the top one or either from the bottom one. This one will be the condition. If none of the all four condition, none of the all four check, no one will be check able to split that grid into parts, then we have to simply return false, okay. This is the simple approach. So see, I also tried multiple ways, and I also check multiple solutions, oh sorry, multiple test cases failed for me, and I updated multiple conditions based on that. So just think how I think about the problem and how I tackle that, all of that. Okay, so thank you all of you.